Hi friends, I'm the vegan. The longer I am in the vegan cooking, exploring, I find the more interesting is it to combine different foods. That is such an abundance of creativity I can find there, because today I want to make a breakfast, and I thought about oatmeal and oatmeal. So I have some oats, and we'll combine it in the oatmeal as I've done it before with some refinements. But first, the oatmeal usually in my case now, the live oatmeals, they come with a fruit salad together, like for example today, and that's where the combination begins. It's a grape salad with pears here. That are two of the three ingredients. They are very nice together. Grapes and pears are both in season, and they are very nice together. I did that before, this combination, and it's always interesting. Today I want to make it a little chocolatey, with a chocolatey oatmeal. I'll show you later. The third ingredient for this is has a different texture. It is pomegranate seeds, and they are also very delicious. I guess also they fit nicely together. They have also a lot of water inside, but they're more crunchy. They are also sweet and a little bit bitter. That goes nice with the pear. She has the bitter peel, and the peel of the fruit. Grapes have also a lot of peel, have also a little bitterness. So that goes nicely together. And the texture is pretty different because the sweetness is there, and the crunch is in the pomegranate seeds, and that makes it pretty interesting. We have a variety. So that is a nice combination today. I will put it into my bowl. Pears, grapes, and the pomegranate seeds. That's my combination today, the first combination. And the second part would be the oatmeal. Here, this is my... It looks nice already. And this is always very interesting. I never did this before, this combination, you see. Three different parts, and with three different parts you can do so many different variations. Before I did these kind of cooking, I made a fruit salad, and I didn't specify, I didn't say what kind of fruit salad it was, but always the same. We met with friends, cut the fruits, put together bananas, apples, what we had, everything, raisins, nuts, everything was in, but it was always basically the same fruit salad. Now I take three ingredients and I always vary, and I think about the ingredients, what would fit into the fruit salad best for this combination, for this dressing. Oatmeal can also be a dressing. Today I make an oatmeal with a carob. Carob is a very nice meal, flour from the carob tree, and it has lots of magnesium, lots of fiber. It's very sweet, but as opposed to cacao, it's sweet. Cacao is more bitter. I don't need that much of a sweetener here to make the carob nice. Instead, I can use a banana. That is not so easy with cacao. Can go wrong. Can go well, but can go wrong. Sometimes the bananas make the cacao taste a little bit sour. The banana has to be very ripe to make it possible with the cacao. But I wouldn't recommend to use cacao as a banana as a sweetener cacao so much, but rather dates. But here, with the carob, that is perfect. I have here 3 bananas or so. I don't need that much. Oops, don't need that much. Just to make it a little bit creamy. The bananas go in, the carob goes in, and the macadamia nuts. Always nice to have some nuts with the bananas. That gives a nice texture. And also the oats groats have to go in. It's the oatmeal basically. So I need some oats, of course. That's the main part here. But especially with the live growth oats here, this cereal, you have a problem. We have a problem because it can taste a little bit bitter. It goes very quickly. After 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks of shelf life, they begin to turn bitter because there's a lot of water in the oats as compared to other grains, and so they turn bad in a certain way. They turn bitter, and to avoid this, I always store my oats in the refrigerator, yeah, in a sealed container, and even then I try to use them pretty much quickly. I only have small amounts of oats at home, then I go back to the shop and get a small amount of new ones. So oats a little bit a problem. That's why many people just take the oat flakes, yeah, the pressed oat groats, and when it's pressed, it's more durable because the water is out, so that then they don't turn bitter. I like the fresh ones too. They're also very high in protein, so they're very strengthening. That's very nice for a breakfast. They are very favorite for many people for the breakfast. Not for this is for a good reason. I have to find some tricks to make it work, and this is perfect. This combination: some bananas to make it creamy, some nuts to make it silken, and then I add some specifications. For example, now the carob, yeah, and the cinnamon. We'll use a little bit of cinnamon, yeah, just maybe half a tablespoon or so to make it a little bit to season it a little bit. And of course, cinnamon is also very healthy. Yeah, it's a high antioxidant spice, very nice. I begin with a little bit of water only. We'll see the texture when it's ready, and then I might add a little bit more also. Let's begin the blender dance, and then I taste the oatmeal. Let's have a look. Texture looks nice. Yeah, it's a nice texture. I'm very curious about the flavor. Never tried this before. Let's see. Wow. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the oats is very strong. In general, it's a strong flavor. It's very characteristic. And that's why it's so important to play around, to use something that fits. And in this case, this is my second playground here. The first playground is just the fruit. I combine in the fruit salad. Second playground, we have a combination to make, is the oatmeal itself. It's with carob today and macadamia nuts. So here you can have a look. That's a very nice texture, goes all in there. It's pretty much an oatmeal and some fruit in there. Yeah. And it's a very rich breakfast. With these kind of playgrounds, I have a lot of variety and also a lot of ingredients in there, but I have I can put different parts together, and each part by itself is pretty easy to overlook. All the parts together seem to be very complex. It's a rich and complex meal. It's not a monomeal. Yeah? Monomeal would be just eating one fruit, yeah, or one vegetable, or one kind of nuts. That's monomeals. Many people like monomeals because they are so easy for the body, so so light. Yeah. But when you have a complexity of ingredients like here, many different ingredients together, that will my body have a lot of different works to do, a lot of different kinds of digestive processes going on at the same time, with different kinds of nutrients going everywhere, and so that is a more vibrant, more lively food, I would say. My body has a lot more to do, and that takes me. This very high energy food. It's not a food that makes me tired or so. It's a good kind of work that my body has to do it, because it gets a lot of energy, in different kinds of energy. So it keeps me for a while going. I don't need to eat right away. With monomeals instead, they can be very light and refreshing, yeah, and very easy. I have to eat again very soon. Yeah, some people are eating all the day. They call that grazing. Yeah, they eat, for example, bananas all the day and have just some tender leafy greens by it, yeah, and that's also very nice, but then you would have to eat all the day. without pausing. They say even that it's not good to pause. That is also a nice way to eat, I guess, for people who like it. For myself, sometimes I prefer something more durable, something more complex, and of course that inspires my creativity. Yeah? Being a chef, that's a lot of fun. So this is my oatmeal. On top of the oatmeal, I will just put some macadamia nuts to give it a little bit more nutritional value. Also, yeah, keeps a little more durable. They're also in the oatmeal itself, but to top it with some macadamia nuts. That was my idea, my special idea for today, with the main two parts, the fruit salad and the oatmeal, the sauce you will, or the soup. There's a topping, oftentimes a third part, that makes it also, gives a little bit something special, the dot on the I or something like that. In this case, I find it interesting to have just a completely different texture. These crunchy, mild, delicious nuts on top goes, of course, very nice together with the carob flavor, with this chocolatey flavor. So I'm very looking forward to this new invention. I hope you enjoyed doing my little presentation. If you like, give me a thumbs up. And you might also want to subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Then you have another recipe every single day. You can push the bell button, then you will be notified with an email whenever a video comes out. And you can also find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest and Twitter. I hope to see you.